One of the most frequent comments we get from smaller nonprofits in West Michigan is that our evaluations appear difficult to them as a small nonprofit. And one of the reasons it's so difficult to meet the best standards of how to run a nonprofit is they don't have the technology to do it well. They're spending all their people resources and dollars on people to do tasks that could be done with technology if they only had the resources.
Is what you would call a safety net medical provider. And so historically we do free or very low cost primary care medical services for people who are low income and are or underinsured for the services. About 2,000 unduplicated patients. So we see between 6,000 and 7,000 visits a year on a given. We had pictures of our old computers and pictures of our server that was cobbled together, I said, with, I think, duct tape and Band-Aid. Minutes for pages to load. So when you would go from one application to another, you would hit that button and you would wait and you would watch the little cursor go round and round.
As a typical nonprofit, we get a lot of our hardware donated, and that has its challenges of having various operating systems and various versions of software, and we had initially applied so we could bring our technology up to date and have everybody on the same version.
Major international corporations such as Target or TJ Maxx that have had hacks of tens of millions that invade their systems. Can you imagine how difficult it is for a typical nonprofit to try to protect the donor confidentiality without having the latest?
People from Trivalent come in and do a whole analysis of our system, and they looked at what we had, they looked at areas where things were going pretty good, they identified for us some areas where we had some significant risk of things going wrong.
Well, the new server will also allow us to have increased security. We deal with private information of the people that we serve, and that's of paramount importance.
We now have a very good security with the whole server and all of our information as it's being transmitted within the organization, but also as we transmit outside. Now we'll be able to do that electronically and keep that protected as well. We have a WatchGuard system that has firewalls and protects.
Well, we were also very, very happy to be able to leverage the dollars we got through the Compassionate Grant to have other donors come alongside us and help us with those other areas of hardware that we needed, new computers, additional software. So the whole impact of this initiative went way beyond that gift that we got initially through the Compassionate Grant.
Imagine what it would be like for all these nonprofits in our Grand Rapids area if they had access to an IT pantry, that every time a major question came up about how do I do this, or what's the best machine for this, or what do I need in terms of my software, or how about my connectivity, what do I have to do in order to wire my building correctly. If they had a one-stop shop with a CompassionIT pantry that would help them understand the answers, that would make them so much more productive with a donor dollar.